Hi friends, today we're going to change the color of these flowers. What color are they? They're orange, right? But they were actually white to begin with. Someone dyed them orange, but they didn't take it and paint it with a paintbrush. They mixed water and food coloring to make it orange. So today we're going to try to make these blue. And I also have a rose that I cut from the rose bush in my house, and I'm going to try to make this one blue too. So are you ready? I'm going to show you what we have to do. Okay, so I have 2 water bottles for both of the flowers, and I have water, and I also have the blue food coloring. So I'm going to pour the water into both bottles. I'm going to fill it all the way. Let's see. Okay, and I'm going to fill the other one too, and then I'm going to put the food coloring in them. So I'm filling both bottles with water, and then I'm going to add the food coloring. Ready? How many should we do? Let's do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so what's happening to the water? It's turning blue, right? So I'm gonna shake them now. I'm gonna put the tops back on and shake them just a little bit so it's all blue. I'm gonna shake this one too. And then I'm gonna take the tops off and I'm gonna put the flowers in them. So, okay, I got my scissors. So I'm going to cut the stem of the flower diagonally. I'm gonna cut it in a slant. You see how I cut it in a slant? And then I'm gonna put it inside. So I'm gonna put this one in here. And then when I come check on it, hopefully they start turning blue. Are you excited? So I'm gonna do the same thing with the rose. I'm gonna cut it in a slant, in a diagonal, and I'm gonna put it in the water. And so hopefully when I come and check on them, they will start to drink the blue water, and then the petals will turn blue. So the stem is like a straw. It's gonna bring all the water up to the flower. So we'll see if it works. I'm gonna come and check on them in a little while. Okay? So while I wait for my flowers to turn blue, I'm gonna do some art activities all about flowers. So I have a paper, and I also have flower parts. What are these? These are leaves, and these are some petals from my rose bush. So that this will make the flower, right? And I also have a pipe cleaner for the stem, and some brown paper for the roots. So we're gonna learn about different parts of a plant while I do this activity. So I'm gonna draw a line almost at the bottom of my paper for where the dirt is gonna go. So this is the dirt. And what goes in the dirt? This little tiny seed, right? So the little tiny seed is in the dirt, and then once it starts to grow, it grows roots. So I need some paper that looks like roots. So I'm gonna add some of these as my roots. Kind of really looks like roots. So I'm gonna glue it to my paper, okay? And then I'm going to do the stem. I glued down my roots, and now I'm going to add my stem. I'm gonna use a pipe cleaner as the stem. As my stem, I'm gonna place it onto my paper. I'm gonna glue it down, and then I'm gonna add the leaves and the petals for the flower. So I'm gluing it down now, and then I will add the leaves. Stem is down, and now I'm gonna add some leaves. These are actual leaves from my rose bush. So I'm gonna rip one leaf off and put it and attach it to my stem. Then I will show you everything after it's all done. Let me see if you can see it. Oh, there's my leaf. And I'm gonna add another leaf on the other side. I'm gonna glue it. And there Okay, so now I have the roots, the stem, and the leaves. Now I have to make a flower, so I'm going to use some petals from a rose. So I'm going to glue down the petals of the rose. I'm going to give a little glue in the back. And then I'm going to glue it down all around my top of my stem. And then I'm going to put labels on it so we know each part of the flower. That's pretty cool. Let me get more petals. Can you see this petal? It's so big. I'm going to glue some more down. Let's see. Uh-oh, my glue's not coming out. Let's see. Come out, glue. Okay. I'm going to add one more so I have 5. We can count them when I show them to you, okay? Let's see. More glue. Okay, so I have 5 petals around my flower. Okay, so here it is. Here's my plant. I have the roots, the stem, 2 leaves, and petals to make a flower. Do you like it? So now I'm gonna label them. So what are these? These are roots. And I have a little label that says roots. So I'm gonna glue it over here. And then I have another label for the stem. Where's the stem? This is the stem. The green long straw is the stem. So I have the stem. And do you see the leaves? Where are they? There they are. There's 1, 2. So I'm going to put a little label here that says leaf. And where's my flower? Where's the petals? Up here. And here is my flower label. So I'm going to glue them on and then show everyone. Okay, so I glued down the labels. And it says roots, stem, leaf, and flower. Do you like it? Maybe you can try it at home too. So while I was doing those art projects, I noticed that my rose is turning blue. Do you want to see? I can't really see, but do you see on the edges? It's actually turning blue. So I'm going to give you another update soon, okay? You could do another art project with coffee filters. So I'm going to make a sunflower. So I am going to pour 2 different yellows in my tray. And then I'm going to paint a coffee filter. And it's going to look like a sunflower. Yellow. Okay, there you go. Okay, so I'm going to take a coffee filter and paint it. So I'm using a coffee filter, a paintbrush, and I'm using 2 different yellows because I want to make a sunflower. But you can use any colors you want to make any flower you want using a coffee filter. Okay, so I painted the entire coffee filter, and that's going to be my flower. What other part of a flower do I need? A stem, right? So I'm going to poke a hole with a hole puncher into my coffee filter, and then I'm going to loop my stem through it. Looping. And I'm going to fold it and twist it. And there is my sunflower. I'm going to show you. I'm going to wait till it's all dry, but I will show you now. I'm twisting my stem. And there is my sunflower. You can also use your hand to make a flower. I traced my hand and then I cut it out and I put it on a stem with a leaf. Like my handprint flower. Okay, so for this project I'm using a fork and paint and paper. So I'm going to dip the fork into my paint and I'm going to stamp it on to my paper. And I'm going to go around to make a flower. And then I'm going to draw a stem and a leaf. So I'm stamping it onto my paper and it's starting to look like a flower. Do you want to see it? I'll show you after I'm done stamping. Okay, I'm done stamping. So I'm going to show you the flower part. Whoa, it also looks like a sun, right? So now I'm going to take my green marker and draw the stem. I'm going to draw the stem down. It's a straight line. And then what does the stem have on it? A leaf. So I'm going to put a leaf here. Maybe this one has two. So I'm going to put 2 leaves. Alright, do you want to see my fork flower? Here it is. My last art project, I'm going to use a toilet paper roll. So I'm going to bend it and I'm going to dip it in paint, and these are going to be my petals. So you see, I'm going to dip it in my paint, my yellow paint, and then I'm going to stamp it onto my paper and it's going to look like petals. I'm going to make them into a round circle and then I'm going to draw the stem. You see me stamping with the toilet paper roll. Stamp. I'm dipping and stamping, and then when I made a full flower, do you see my flower? I'm now going to draw a stem. Green marker, and now I'm going to draw the stem. The stem is like a straw, so it's like a straight line that goes all the way down under the flower. And what else do flowers have? What do they have on the stems? They have leaves, so I'm going to draw a leaf here. So you want to see my flower that I made with a toilet paper roll and marker and paint? Here it is. Wow, friends, so it's a day later and I have something to show you with the flower update. The rose is blue. And the daisies are still turning blue, but they're getting there.